welcome back. Well, I got the new compressor, the Benjamin Traveler. It's made for filling your gun, and cylinders up to 600 cc. So we're going to charge up the FX Wildcat. We're going to see how long it takes. This is just a quick review video and see what it does here. Right there's the compressor, 4,500 psi. Quick review on it. Got a cooling fan, it's plugged in. We got the release valve. There's a burst disc. Lubrication. One thing to note when you buy this, it does not come with oil, and it calls for 2 to 3 drops of silicone oil. Right here's the oil I bought. This is just all temps 100% silicone oil. So I put a couple drops in there. You gotta do that every 5 fills, I guess it says. Up top, here's our pressure gauge. This tells you what you want to fill it to. You can adjust it from right up to 4,500 psi, and it goes in bar also. So this, I'm setting this for 230 bar, which is roughly what this gun is going to fill to. It should automatically shut off when it gets to there. There's an on-off switch right here, DC, if you hook it into a car, which you just hook this cord right up to your battery terminals. It plugs in back there, and that's how you run it off your car. Or AC, which is also right here, and that just plugs in, just a standard plug, just a basic on-off switch. There's a load here. If this gets up around 28 amps, it'll you should shut it off because there's an issue with it. And it should run, like I said, below 28 amps is the load on there. It's got a quick connect line, just a Foster connect line. You can run this either way. Right in here is a water separator, moisture filter, dirt filter, just catches any debris. You can snap this, it runs either way, it says. So we're just going to snap this on here. We're going to do this. Let's get this set up here. This is my FX fill probe. Plugs in, locks down. We're going to insert that right into the gun. Just get my fill probe open here. That just sets right in the gun. The gun is currently at 130 bar. I'm going to turn the compressor on, and we're going to see how long this thing takes to run. It's already on, plugged in. When you plug it in, you can hear the cooling fan turn on. It's inside. And then we're just going to hit the on. We're going to put it to the AC mode because it's plugged in. Now the big cooling fan turns on. We hit the start stop button. We'll see how long this takes. I got my watch here. We'll start this as soon as it turns over. I'm not sure how loud it is on the camera here. It's the fan is fairly loud, but the compressor overall is pretty quiet running. It's quieter than my shoebox compressor by far. Okay, there we go. I just started it. We'll see. So this is just running up. Put right in the end here. Follow that right over. Up to about 2,000 pounds right now, which is about 130 bar, which is what I shot the gun down to. Now we're at 24 amps, 23 amps. It should run right around 25 is a good number to run at. I'll let this run for a minute. We'll see how long it takes. So these are the moisture separator filters. They go right inside of this. It's just a, looks like a cotton fiber type cylinder thing. It goes right, just slides inside of there, and You can squeeze the moisture out of them, dry them out, and reuse them as long as they're not all destroyed. They are replaceable. I don't know what they cost. I'll probably pick up another pack of them just so I have them on hand. Once the gun is fully filled, there's a release valve right here. So we leave the pressure out. And again, that's where we put the oil in. Keep it below 25, which is good. There's a fuse in here. Here's a 30-amp fuse. If it does get too hot, the fuse will break. I have a spare, but up to 170 bar now. We just did 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Pushing up to 3,000, almost 3,000 PSI right now. Pressure comes up, the draw would get a little heavier, obviously. I'm not going to be pressurizing this any more than 3,400 pounds for any gun I have, so most of my guns are going to kick right off at 3,000. This FX is regulated. I'm going to run this up to like 3,400, 3,300, whatever. It gives me a good range there. This should auto shut off once it hits that limit also. We're 4 minutes exactly. There we go, it shut off 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So it shut off. Let that fan run for a second to cool it down. And then we're going to bleed it. You just hit this bleed valve. Get on there, I can turn it. That takes pressure right out of there. And that was a 230 bar. I filled it right to 230. And it took 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And as you can see, right on my gauge here, 230 bar. It works pretty good. Less than 5 minutes to fill up a gun. And that'll give me 45, 50 shots on this gun. My other bullpup is about the same size reservoir. It fills to 2,700 PSI is what I run that one at. And that gives me about 25 shots. And my wife has an Umarex Gauntlet, which is a little bigger cylinder. That might take 5 minutes at most, but that'll give about 60 shots on that. So this is much easier than using an air tank. You just plug it in and go, and you can take it out in your car with you. You can leave it at the house, wherever you're going. It just plugs right in, works pretty good. It's only, it says 18 pounds on the package. It's pretty light, so if you're thinking about getting one, give it a try. I'm going to do a review in 6 months on it again. We'll see how it's holding up, but summer's coming. I'll be doing a lot of shooting, and we'll see how she holds up. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.